hope you're all amazing, and if you are not, I hope my video puts a smile on your beautiful faces and makes you laugh. Where have you been, Lita? So it's been a couple of weeks since I uploaded anything. I do have good reasons for that, but I'm actually going to leave that for a important update video that I will be uploading either sometime next week between Monday and Wednesday. So I'm just gonna let that video explain everything because I really don't want to rabbit on too much in this video. It's my first video for 2016 and I wanted to kind of kick it off with something interesting, an idea I've had for a while now. I wanted to discuss my top 8 anime worlds that I would love to live in. We all fantasize, have daydreams about things that are obviously not real in this world. Earth, boring. And that is what anime is for, to make these worlds come alive and feel like they are real to us. Which we know they're not. So without further ado, I'm going to go right ahead and get into this list of my top 8 anime worlds I would love to live in. And just for the record, none of these are in any particular order because these are all worlds I would love to just live in instead of this one. We're going to start at number 1. The very first world that I would love to live in is from the anime Fairy Tail. Of course I've got to mention Fairy Tail, you know, it's the closest thing to magic I feel that we all have. I think Fairy Tail, the whole world of it, the whole idea with magic and guilds and going on various jobs and adventures, you know, it's kind of for everybody, and it's kind of the only mainstream anime I actually like and really love. So I would love to have the power of, let's see, I would love to have the power of elemental, thunder, lightning, you know, have control of the, you know, skies, that sort of thing. I would love that power. That would be awesome. I would love to just go on adventures with the 4 guys, you know, Lucy, Natsu, Grey, and obviously Urza. I'd give anything to shake the hand of Urza Scarlet. Oh my god. Yeah. Fairy Tail's world would just be so fun, and you wouldn't have to have really much a care in the world about all the responsibilities that we have in today's society and that, so it'd just be a really great place to get away from everything, and it's got magic. A world with magic, how can you go wrong? Coming in at number 2 is quite an obvious one again. It is actually the world of, wait for it, it's one of my childhood favorites. It is Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. I love saying that. The way I say it. Yeah. Who doesn't want to stand next to Goku and just do a Kamehameha wave all together? Kamehameha wave! Dragon Ball Z world would be pretty awesome to live in, you know, obviously. Have, you know, ultimate strength, go Super Saiyan, but if I turn Super Saiyan, I would love my hair to go blue. Because, you know, obviously in the real world I would not dye my hair blue because I'm not allowed to and I'm not game enough. So if I was going to be Super Saiyan, I would love my hair to turn blue and not really go sticky up. Kind of go in a cute hairstyle, maybe. Something that's not this right now, which looks like a bunch of rags. What can you really say about the world of Dragon Ball Z, you know? You can just go and cause destruction wherever you please and not really think about it, really. All I love to think about in that world is who I'm gonna fight next and all the food I can eat to be like the next Goku. If I could go to the Dragon Ball Z world, I would actually really love to meet Piccolo in particular, and I would love him to train me. I don't know why, I've always had this fantasy and idea of him training me, and you know, not because I want to follow in Gohan's footsteps, you know, I just want to be under the pump by Piccolo. Again, Dragon Ball Z, can't really go wrong. It's definitely a world I would live in, most definitely. Coming in at number 3 is a particular world that I would find peace and serenity in, and particularly it's from an anime, again, that probably no one's ever heard of. I have mentioned it a few times in other videos. It is the anime Monto TV, and it is the world known as the Heavens. because in the anime, the heavens and earth used to be combined together, but then there was a separation in power, so the heavens and the earth were both separated, and I would just love to live in the heavens. The heavens just has this rural ancient Rome feel. Like, I love all the idea of the temples and that, and oh, it'd be so awesome to live in. Obviously have the ability to fly, and you know, obviously it's all up in the sky, and I think it'd just be so serene and peaceful. It's a really short anime series. It's only like 9 episodes long. Previously it was 2 movies, but it was enough to convince me that I actually wanted to live in that world where I could go from either. I could go from the heavens and to earth, flying, awesome, and yeah, it would just be a real peaceful, calm place to just, you know, go and be by yourself and have like time to yourself. I just love the feel it gives off, you know, just a nice relaxing vibe it gives off. And there's this one particular bit that I would love to visit. It's like this mini greenhouse. It is. I'll actually put a picture up in the corner here, whichever corner it is going to be. It's all got, you know, different vines and trees, and Yumemi is waking up, and it's got a waterfall, and it looks so beautiful. And oh, I would love for that to be my bedroom. I would love for that to be my bedroom. Oh yeah. The heavens from the anime Munto would definitely be a place I would love to live in because of how calm and serene it looks, and it'd be a great place to get away. And it'd be, you know, it'd be a bonus because you could go from planet Earth to the up there to be by yourself, have time to yourself. Don't we all want that? Some bloody peace. Coming in at number 4 is quite an interesting world I would actually love to live in. Well, I guess you couldn't say it's kind of a world, I guess. It's more like an island. And, sorry, I'm just going to look at my notes here because I've forgotten the name of it. It is known as the Southern Cross Isle Island, and it's from the anime Star Driver. Star Driver, again, is one of those underrated animes. It is a mecha sci-fi anime. It's an anime I didn't really like to start off with. I watched it ages ago, and this is actually years ago, and I couldn't get into it. And then somehow I ended up picking up the series again. I went and bought it, and I gave it a second chance, and I fell in love with it. It's really funny when that happens, and I love the whole plot and idea of living on this island. Kind of reminds me from of another mecha series named Fafner. They all live on this one island, but the whole island is kind of, you know, this fortress pretty much, and that is what the whole Southern Island is. In the anime Star Drive, like this fortress island, but you know, people battle each other with these things called psi bodies, which are like mecha robots. But I'm not getting into the plot because it can get a little complicated, and I really need to rewatch the series to understand the plot again because I've totally forgotten. But I would really love to live on that island. It looks really peaceful, and it looks like there's so many different friendly people, and it makes me want to really learn more about these psi bodies, because in the animes only so many people are actually sent to the island to actually learn how to use the psi bodies, the mecha robots. They go to a high school there, and I think it'd be really awesome. It would, even though it's kind of a, you know, it's out in the middle of nowhere, small island in the middle of the ocean. But it really fascinates me, so I would love to live on that island and learn about the psi bodies and the robots, and I definitely think I could live with living on there. And also it's, you know, obviously near the sea, and it'd be great to go have a splash now and again. So that is why I would love to live in the world from Star Driver, the Southern Cross Isle Island. This is turning out to be quite an interesting list, isn't it? I'm kind of thinking that myself. Coming in at number 5 is from a very new anime I fell in love with only just last year in the summer season. It is the world from the anime Akagami Shirayuki Hime. I love the whole world of Snow White with the red hair. I think it's just speaks fairy tale to you. I purely just would want to live in that world because it gives off that fairy tale feel. And obviously I would love to be, you know, be by Prince Zen's side, of course, him save me, all that. If I could, you know, I would love to be Shirayuki, you know, be in her place, experience all of those first 12 episodes and get to know how she felt in those moments with Zen. But no, the real reason I want to live in that world is because it gives this fairy tale feel, and the way the animation was done to capture that feel. I think it was just done really amazingly, and I love all the scenery, all the forests, and I think all the building of the castle particularly in the city of Clarines, where Zen lives. Oh, it's just be beautiful. It just be awesome. You just get to. I wouldn't want to feel like a princess, not really. I would just want to experience that kind of medieval fairy tale kind of feel, you know. And again, it looks somewhere really relaxing and peaceful to live. It does. And yeah, you can. That would just be purely why I would want to live there, just to feel that fairy tale-ness. Coming in at number 6 is a interesting world that I would really love to live in, and you'd think, you know, you really want to live in a world that's that kind of, you know, bit dangerous. It's the Demon Kingdom from an anime called Kyo Karamoya. I'm very fond of this series. It is in my top 25 favorite anime series of all time. This series is so funny. When we say demon, obviously there are demons about and afoot. It gives off again this kind of real medieval kind of feel, and all the different lands would be so amazing to explore. I have mentioned this anime in one of my pickup hauls. It is about a boy named Yuri Shibuya. He ends up getting shoved down a toilet for certain reasons. He ends up in the world of the Demon Kingdom. He finds out he is known as the 27th Demon King. You know, Yuri's just your regular high school student. He's only 15. And it's all about him becoming king, and that's kind of what it's really about. I could live in this world. It would be awesome, because there's kind of a barrier between humans and demons. There is, and obviously it's kind of a dangerous world. But I feel that I could live in it, and if I had to pick one side to live in, it probably would be the demon side. Yeah, that would be in the Demon Kingdom. It just gives off this really cozy community kind of feel. But even though the humans and the demons are divided, the Demon Kingdom just seems really like there's really nice people in there. Obviously, the sound of it, there's not all going to be nice people in there. And obviously, I would love to live in the Demon King Castle, obviously. I would be royalty. Risk to live in the Demon Kingdom, but it would be very interesting, it would. And a great place to explore. So that's probably why it's made it into this list, most definitely. Coming in at number 7 is a world that gives off the vibe of feudal era. And funnily enough, I guess I kind of feel mad for mentioning this kind of world. I guess it may be a kind of world you wouldn't want to live in a certain period of time it is. It is the Kyoto era from the anime Rurouni Kenshin. I really love this series. It's one of my favorite old series, kind of from the 1990s. I think it was made 1980s, 1990s. I would love to live in Kenshin's time, like, obviously when he wasn't going AWOL and killing a bunch of people. Obviously when he didn't have sense. I love to live in the era that he's in now, where, you know, he's trying to, you know, make amends and redeem himself from all the crimes he committed. That was when I first was really captivated with the side of Kyoto and feudal era, that kind of thing. I really got into that. Again, I would love to go explore around Kyoto and just, you know, see all the the landmarks and learn all the traditions. And obviously it would be kind of a dangerous world to live in back then, because the samurai era was about to end with swords and that, and then obviously the western side was coming in with all their guns. And but I would really love to live with Karo, and makes me want to help her out in the house, and you know, I'd love to learn how to live in their houses back then. You know, in their homes, you know, they've got sliding doors, and I've always been fascinated with this side of Japanese culture like anybody else. And, you know, if I could, I would love to learn, you know, the samurai sword ways, but I don't think Kenshin would take me on, even if I said I'd kiss him. I don't think he would. But yeah, I've always been fascinated with the side of feudal era I have in that Japanese side of culture. And I think visiting Kenshin's world would give me that kind of eye-opener. Obviously, if I could, you know, make him teach me the way of the sword. And lastly, coming in at number 8 is actually a world I would die to live in. I guess it would be, I know I said I wasn't ranking anything in particular, but this world would be the one I would love to live in more than anything. I would. I recently finished watching this anime about a couple of weeks ago, and I completely fell in love with this series. I just love this series so much now, even though it tore my heart into little tiny pieces. It is the anime Lull in the Sea, and it is the world of the sea village known as Shishio. I have to mention this, but PA Works, you guys are amazing beauties. You seriously are. This is your best animation work I've ever seen you do, because the way you captured that sea village, Shishio, immediately, I just wanted to live there. The more I found out about this anime, the more I just wanted to go there, live there, explore it. It just, oh my god, I'm trying to wrap my head around it, because it is so goddamn beautiful. In the anime, they've got humans that live on the surface, then you've obviously got the sea people. But for the sea people to breathe underwater, when sea people are born, they are born with a thing called ena, which is kind of like a membrane over a part of their body. I don't know if it's their kidneys, their lungs, their heart, but without ena, they can't breathe underwater. So I was sold on that idea. I want ena. I want to be able to like breathe underwater. That would be freaking amazing, seriously. And then be able to go onto land, but obviously for a certain time your skin dries out, and then they have to make sure that they wet themselves, and then you just end up drying instantly. When the sea people are wet, they just dry off instantly. That is awesome. Like, I would love that. I would seriously love that, because I love swimming, and this is probably why this would be like the ideal world for me. Oh, Shishio. Shishio, the sea village, just take me there now. Please take me there now. Oh god, so fascinating. I want to, you know, I want to see all the fish. I want to see all of the coral. It'd just be so fascinating. I felt like you would be learning something new every day. And that is the #1 world for me that I would love to live in. It spoke me altogether, you know. I love swimming, and having the power of ena to just, you know, breathe underwater, and then when you're on the surface, your skin gets dried out. You end up having sparkly skin, which I think is amazing. And then when you dip yourself in the water and you get wet, you just dry off instantly. Oh, that for me is like, what more could you ask for? But yes, the Shishio Sea Village from Lull in the Sea is the #1 world I would love to live in. Just take me there now. Well, everybody, that is my top 8 worlds that I would definitely live in. I really enjoyed talking about this. I feel that I've not seen that many videos on people actually talking about this sort of topic. So I thought that was a kind of a good chance for me to kind of, I guess, talk about something that no one else has really talked about much. Comment below, what are your top 8 anime worlds that you will live in? Top 10, top 5, whatever. I just had 8 because these would personally be the only 8 worlds I would actually live in. So yes, please comment below what are the worlds you would live in. I would really love to know, and we will discuss it in the comments below. And as always, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more craziness and become a part of the Kino family. If you want to keep up with my anime antics, you can follow me on my Twitter at Kino Reviews, and you can follow me on my blog, which actually has changed. I have actually changed the name of my blog, which is an important update. It is now called LitaKino Anime Corner. So I will put the new link to my blog in the description down below if you would love to follow that. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.